the next video. This video is going to be regarding a specific card that has at least 9 different artworks. So I am missing one of them right now. So I did sell 2 copies of it and I'm out of it. I don't have any right now. Some of the other ones I'm also sold out because they're highly after cards that people are highly after. Also very expensive cards that can reach up to 2,000 or more per single card. Now for some people that's not a lot. Well, rest assured I also have the ones that are 5 to 10,000 per card as well. Some of those are already sold out. I do have a few. So if you want to take a guess, probably this is the time for you to stop the video and make a guess. Out of the 9, I only have 8 right now with me. Like I said, most of them are sold. We're gonna go over it real quick and then we're gonna do a tier list. It's gonna be done based on a lot of facts a lot of facts, obviously they have to be true, right, or else it's not a fact, but it has to do with it has to fulfill a lot of categories, a lot of requirements for the card to be at the top, and then if it doesn't qualify for anything, it'll go to the bottom. So we're gonna start with the first card. So I give you the chance to guess. So the cards are gonna be pushed here to the side, and then they're gonna be turned around for you to see. So here we go. So there's gonna be a glare because I have a strong light. So the first card here is going to be the OG art Dark Magician. So like I said, it does have a glare. So I've had some DPSs, like you already know, the year 2020 was the best for Yu-Gi-Oh! For me. Like I can't talk about the rest of the world but that year was wow. It was easy to make 20 grand or more. Even making 20 grand like really fast was like, it was really nothing. It was a good year because COVID hit and people didn't want to go into depression, started playing the game more, coming back to it. Luckily, I had already been doing Yu-Gi-Oh for like 8 months prior to that, so because I had returned, and then I also created the AC-130, which a video I'm gonna do later, explaining the history of it and how it became the world's most powerful Dark Magician deck. All the YouTubers that have 100,000 subscribers or more, like those are people who know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh. They don't play hand traps or none of that garbage, and they always win their locals and they do pretty high on regionals. YCS, they got in a struggle, but they're still being worked out for Dark Magician. But they copied my version of the deck. So why do I bring that up? Because like I said, it'll be a video that I'm going to be posting soon so that you can see for yourself, and I'll have proof. All the famous YouTubers are already playing it and they're all winning, and they say the deck makes all the decks so weak. Just like I said, I prophesied this 3 years before it happened, so everybody's 3 years late, and people hated the deck, hated my profile, and like I said, it doesn't matter, you still have to submit to it. So this one originally came from the starter deck with the SDY first edition. I do have some. I have some unlimited. I have the Portuguese, Japanese, Korean, English, Spanish, European. I have all the versions there is on the starter decks. And then after that, they came a lot of other prints for it. So in my experience, like if you want a beautiful Dark Magician, you can either get the 10 version, like the BPT, I believe. There's different versions of it, and they have that DDS shine to it in the background. It's not quite like it, but it's similar to it. But those cards vary. The unlimited with the limited marker on it being somewhere around, I think, $80 to $100 or more, and then another one that has no printing, just PPT. Excuse me, those are roughly $50 or less. You can get them for $10, but they're damaged. But I encourage people who want to play that card, and this is a good holo for it. Here's the name of it for the series, the Duasa. So this is what it looks like. It looks pretty sick. These cards were running for $2 to $3 per card for the longest. You could get a playset at a point for $6, and I bought somewhere around I think it was 10 to 15 sets, and they all sold for a large amount. How much? What do I mean by large amount? Because compared to $1 to $3 per card, or a playset of 3 for $6, for it to jump to $45, even $60, it was quite good. Right now these are selling for somewhere around $30 to $35, and they're still selling. I sold all my copies when they reached the max. The max for me was somewhere around $50 to place it, and they all sold. I have 2 places left, and some and one of them is in my deck, and then 2 places left. So there's also commons if you wanted to have all the artwork. If you're involved in the channel, if you subscribe, you're in the Discord channel, and you participate in the, what's it called? In the tournament, I will be handing out some low budget cards of each version. Like this one, there's commons. There's commons for a lot of them. A lot of them don't have commons. But a lot of these cards that you see right now, I will have commons available for Christmas. The people who are, like I said, subscribed, either liking or disliking and commenting on the videos. Not every video, but every once in a while, people who are active and involved in the channel, together with the Discord and the tournament, you will more likely be entered to win some of these common cards. Not like a DPS, not like a Prestige LOB, but the common version. If I can't get the commons, I'll end up getting the other one, probably like a super or a rare for some of them, and giving them away to random people for Christmas. On Discord, I will be putting up the Christmas list, the people who won. So in order for the Christmas to be given out, I need to reach 100 subscribers. And people are like, well, what does it matter? It doesn't matter at all in reality, right? But you have to always have a goal. And I know I've been kicking a lot of people out of the channel. And that's because I don't want strange people or losers or negative people. They're cancerous. I'm just keeping a specific special group. So moving along, so if you want one of these, I'm gonna end up, like I said, getting some commons, first edition. I have some ready for Christmas. So the list that we're gonna look at is a lot of variants. Before we move on, we're gonna go pretty quickly after this. The first one is gonna be more likely cost and value, and then the best series of the card. Like for instance, this one probably the best selling one and the most expensive is then between the DSY first, and then also, which I have it as well, and then the DDS Dark Magician, which I sold 2 copies last year. This year I haven't gotten any prints of it. One of the copies I had was good, the other one was a little used, but yeah, they're very expensive right now. So this is an option for you, like I said, if you want to get it, and if not, I'll have some comments for free. Now moving along is the Dark Magician. This one's a secret, and there's the series CT14, and this one's a secret. This one's very famous and the low budget versions of the deck. So why do I mention that? Well, because this card, I received 2 playsets for free, like 6 of these cards for free from some of my friends. So that tells you how much it costs. They're giving away for free. I had gotten some other ones, not a playset, but I got like singles, 2 of them, and I gave some away for free to my friend. That's how cheap they are. So a lot of the low budget Dark Magician players play this card because it's affordable. Now currently this card has been going through a market change and going up in price. It was for free, like a lot of people, even I handed some for free, and then the card went up to $5, and then if you have a Gem Perfect, it's somewhere around 10. I haven't seen the market value of it currently, but that's what they are going for. I wouldn't be surprised if you got it for free still, but this card is played in the community. The first one is probably the number one played in the community. This one, anyone who's the top tier regionals or winning their locals, they play this OG version. And like I said, this one is usually for the low budget Dark Magician players because it's affordable. In terms of looks, it's pretty sick. There's a lot of people who love this art, and then also Loza has it, and there's a few other people, but this one's the one that's more popular, dominant. And then we're gonna move along because when I do the tier, I'll be explaining what goes up and what goes down. It's not gonna be like bias, it's just gonna be facts, and the card is gonna have to grade itself and win itself. It has nothing to do with me. But yeah, this the first one, I like it a lot. It's not my favorite, but I like it a lot. This one, I don't like it so much, but I mean the art is pretty sick. So yeah, if I happen to get some for $1 or $2, I don't know how many I can buy, maybe 6 of them, I don't know. I'll go shopping at the locals, see if there's any good condition cards, and I guess I'm gonna give some for free. So here's the first edition LOV, and obviously this card, they are extremely expensive, even though they've had a drop, like a dramatic drop. I've sold some of these, and this one's the Spanish, but I also have the English versions, which I showed on my channel before, and these can go upwards of $3,000 to $5,000. What's it called? Ungraded. If you grade them, they go way above 5,000. So yeah, this card, some of them were super cheap. They were like $50 or less. But you know, people never like Dark Magician, so I got all the money and all the cards, which is good for me. And then I just sold them when it started becoming popular. So cool. So yeah, this art is one of the ones that people hate the most. I would say this is arguably one of the most hated arts. Like, nobody likes this art. And to be honest with you, this is my second favorite art. The reason for that is because it's brought me a lot of money. Since I'm not a little kid no more, I base everything off of money. Even though it sounds shallow or dark or evil, it's the truth. I mean, think about it yourself. Like, if it's not about money, then you're probably homeless. There's a reason why people don't give money away and cards, except for my channel and other channels. But yeah, I base it all off on what it profits, because I'm an adult and because I'm financially smart. So yeah, this art is my second favorite. So yeah, it's the LOB. This one for the Spanish, I had already shown it before. So these are going for 500 to 1,000, just like that. And if nobody buys it, well then don't sell it. It's just gonna keep increasing. I sold a few. I know I made another video about it, but this is re-entering it. And then here's one of the cards that Dark Magician players waited the longest for. This one's the Arcana edition. So here's the series. I'll be having some of these for free as well. So the Arcana edition. So this card took a long time to be printed into the TCG, just a few years ago. I think I came back on the scene when it was barely introduced. I think 2019, I could be wrong, or 2020, I don't remember. But it hasn't been that long like the other prints that have 10 years or more. Some of the prints go up to 20 years, you know, like this first one is the OG. That one has 20 years, and pretty soon it's gonna be 21 years. This one doesn't have that long. So the art is pretty wicked. Some people like to play it, but this card is also played at a budget style because they're so cheap. I got my copies for free, and still till today, I know if I ask them to my friends, they'll give them to me for free. So that's how cheap this card is. What is this market value? Market value is anywhere around $5 to $10. If you get a Gem Mat Perfect, it's probably 20, but that's gonna hit you. You say 10, you know what that means. The corners, the back, the surface, the sides, the centering, right? And then my personal favorite, the one that I sell, I have a lot of copies. At one point, I think I had 40, 50 copies, and I sell them, and I just buy more, is the Jump Edition. So you probably already know. Trying to get it to focus. There it is, Jump. As a Dark Magician Jump Edition. This is my favorite art. Why is it my favorite art? Well, because it doesn't look like any of the other ones. I mean, if you pay attention to the arts of all of them, their background is always covered by something like a purple, greenish background. This one doesn't respect any of that. It just goes straight up white, and it's also signed. I think this card is signed by the creator or the person who draws cards. There's a special promo card. You won't find another one like it. There's another printing of this, and instead of the EN49, I think it's EN043. This came from the Jump promo pack, and magazine. I still have it. So the prices for this one, they were dirt trash. I never got any for free. They were always $10 to $15. Then all of a sudden they just jumped to 50, then they jumped to 100, and then they hit to 200, and then in the magazine they're 500, which I have one in the magazine, and I have a bunch of them Gem Mint and a few used. So they're very expensive now. They're the ones that brought me the most money. Yeah, so they even help pay cars. Like, I'm telling you, it's a big deal. So this card is, as the years go by, it gains more and more and more money. It was a steal getting them for $10. I'm very happy that I spent almost like $150 on the copies, because the return value is like insane. I mean, just from one, if I bought it at 10 or 15 bucks and it returned me $130. And the most I sold one, I think I made the other video, was like 180, 170, I think, for the Gem Mint Perfect. So the return value is perfect for this one. So obviously this one's my favorite because it's brought me the most income. It's also the favorite art, the hardest to find, and then also not everyone can play this version because it's not affordable, because people didn't buy it when it was affordable, so now they don't have the money for it, and that's why you don't see this card played as much. But it does the competition with this one. All the first place locals, most of them, and also the regionals, and when they go into YCS, these are the two main copies that are played. You don't see any other art because the people that win their locals, for the most part, they have the money and they can afford the expensive cards, or they were smart like me and they bought them before the cards were famous. So this one's definitely my favorite art for sure. So yeah, so then those are the prices. Currently they go anywhere from $50 to $200 depending on the condition. I've given away some for free. More likely, if you have one, you shouldn't give it away because you don't have as many copies as I do, but also they're probably going to go up in value some more. The other one is the Dark Magician. This one, is another that used to be my favorite, is no longer my favorite, probably third place. This one, the PCY edition. So I don't want to pull it out of the sleeve, but I mean I could. But this one has like the DDS, a very awesome glare to it, very awesome. Very beautiful card in terms of the looks. If you can't have the DDS, and I sold, I mean, 2 playsets of this. They weren't as expensive back in the day. I think I was just selling them for like $40 each. But right now, if you get a Gem Mat Perfect, they're somewhere around 80 to 150 per copy, and you can PSA them for a 10 and sell them for like $900 to $1,000. So I do have a playset of this. They're Gem Mat Perfect, probably PSA 10. The centering is good, the corner, surface, the back, everything's so awesome. My third favorite, like I said. This one is played. Local, the presentation of the card is played, but you will rarely see them because the price has been increasing, but it is affordable. It's not like some of the other ones. And then this one's another one. We're going to take a look at series, the movie pack. So this one, the best one out of those, I already sold it. It was it's like a secret starlight or something. It looks really sick. The whole card is shiny and foil. I don't think I've seen any card like that before, but the whole card is shiny. I have a lot of variants of it, but that version I don't have anymore. They got sold out. I guess people love them. But yeah, they're pretty sick. It's a pretty sick looking Dark Magician. It's probably my least favorite, but for sure, if you get the one that has the art where everything's shiny, it is a sick card. So these are probably the cheapest. I'll be giving some away for free. This is the Ultra Edition. I also have the gold version, which all of it is gold. And then the last one, these cards I've been giving away for free forever. Still on my channel, I still continue to give them away for free, would be the Dupo. So yeah, this one is the number one Dark Magician card that I go to when I make decks, because they're usually $3 to place it, which translates to $1 per card. Now you will find them at $5 to $10 per card, but you know what? Those are just people trolling you or jacking you. These cards are worth no more than $1. Unless you PSA them, or you get them in the little pack that they come in. They come from the little pack, and then also you can buy it from the Legendary Duelist box. But yeah, this one's one of my favorites in terms of selling, because it's cheap to make, and the decks that I were making anywhere from $100 to $200, always 100% of the time, including this Dupo, and they sold well. I think I sold somewhere around 80 to 90 decks. So I'm really responsible for a lot of the United States AC-130, and like I said, I'll be making a video. The deck's already gone worldwide, as I had already announced it a month ago, and almost all the famous YouTubers that have 100,000 subscribers or more, not the small fry, they're already playing that format already as well, and I have the proof. I've been gathering videos, and I'm going to compile it to make a video so that you can see it for yourself. But there's thousands, hundreds of thousands of people playing my format already. I warned you guys. And then my deck that's undefeated is the budget version, is the one that I was selling. I have a top tier version, which is a lot more powerful. There's a few people who got it right on accident by switching up a few cards, and that's how my top tier version is. Some of the cards are switched out, and some, like 2-3 people on YouTube got it right, and they claim that the deck is fire, and they have no idea they're playing my 2019 3 years old format. And people are saying like, well, wait a minute, if they have new cards from this year, how can it be your format? Well, my format has been updated Like if you have a deck like from 2008 and it's still that deck, you're probably not winning your local. So every deck, common sense, like no smack Sherlock. Every deck, oh no church Sherlock. Every deck has to be updated. Come on. So my deck, it was created in May 2019, and then it's been upgraded with every card that comes out. It gets upgraded, and they have no clue that they're playing my old deck. It's so cool. So yeah, these are the copies. And then next we're gonna be doing the tier list, putting them on the tier to see where they stack up with each other, and determining according to the world which is the most notable Dark Magician card. Like which one's the best one in terms of, like I said, I'm gonna end the video, but it's gonna be in terms of cost, artwork, and then representation. There's gonna be a few other things involved in it and how rare they are. So final thoughts on this before we close the video, because the video's gone long enough. I saw 9 arts. If you know of more that are official, you can let me know in the comment section before. And then this will end the part 1, because part 1 was just showing you the actual cards, and then also talking about them and what will be in part 2. Part 2 meaning the actual tier list where people will get to vote, and then we'll see where the cards rank up. There will be several categories. I think maybe somewhere around 5 or 6 categories. The other video will show it. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment below which one's your favorite one, and then it'll pass up to video number 2, which I'll do a tier list, like I said. And then on top of that, if you're in the Discord or in the subscriber, you've been active in the channel, obviously you might be put into the Christmas list, and you're gonna be able to select some of these cards from this list. The only card I was missing was what is it called, the 25th anniversary, which I had 2 copies, but they bought them. Even if I get another copy, because someone's trying to sell me a copy right now, they won't be given away because it's too much, to just give away. Maybe if I had 5K subscribers or something, or yeah, then I could give them away. But remember, the channel doesn't give me any money, so I'm already almost $5,000 or past $5,000 in giveaways, but I haven't gotten nothing in return, So I know a lot of people don't give anything away in their channel. I'm just telling you guys the truth to reconsider before I'm attacked. But you will get a chance to win a lot of the other free cards for a Christmas gift if you make it onto the list. There's already 2 people on the list. So the 9 arts that you see right now, some of them will be in the budget forms, and people will be able to pick them up for free. Like, let's say for instance, the tablet, the Arcana, the LOB, the Dupo, and the other one, the CT14 or whatever. If I can find them in the common version, like which they're $1, I'll try to pick up multiple copies so you can finish your collection. Maybe not the expensive ones like I have, but maybe you'll have the common so you can finish the whole art playset. With that having been said, you guys, Dark Magic Attack.
The Dark Magician has chosen me. He has never let me down.